In this video, we'll take a look at the mass production retro handhelds we've tested over the last 6 months. After watching this video, you will have a rough idea of the mainstream Chinese handheld devices from the first half of 2020. You may want to buy one right away, or you may want to keep waiting until your one love pops out. We are not talking about the console that can only play a single platformer, but the all-in-one handheld made in China. RG350M is the first coming into focus in March. The metallic material makes it more expensive than other common plastic handhelds, and its price goes up to more than $120. RG350M is born because its predecessor has high-profile and asymmetric Xbox layout joysticks that most players can get used to. So RG350M brings us lower Switch joysticks. RG350M has the best build quality among the machines produced in the past 6 months. The metal shell makes it look premium and sure increases its weight. The rubber pads on the back increase the friction. What I like a lot are the dual stereo speakers down the bottom that won't be covered by my fingers. The screen resolution is 640 by 480, which makes the display quite crispy. There are many major emulators supported in RG350M, up to PS1, and its ergonomic controls make it easy to play with the PS1 titles. Some PS1 games have occasional frame drops and screen tearing, but that doesn't stop it from being a favorite. Q900 is an extreme example of having a huge 7-inch screen and seems like trying to keep up with Nintendo Switch. But the build quality is poor and looks a bit cheap. Its 4 shoulder buttons even require a bit of effort to press down. Its crystal D-pad and ABXY buttons make it look like a toy. Though Q900 has such a large screen, it's an LCD one. The screen resolution is 1280 by 680, but it doesn't look very sharp. The biggest advantage in addition to the large screen, if you don't mind the display, maybe is its dual switch joysticks. In terms of games, this machine won't be ideal for side-scrolling games, for the screen is too big and precise control of the characters is pretty hard. PS1 is supported, but game running speed drops as the frequency of animation effects in the game increases. If you like big screen and have a tight budget, Q900 can scratch your itch. It's priced around $80. New PocketGo is released in late 2019 and upgraded in March 2020. It's cost-effective for being chipped JZ4770 like RG350, and the game runs about the same as RG350, but it's $10 cheaper. The upgrade is mainly in 4 ways. The shell turns to a piano finish one, a reset button is added, joystick and ABXY buttons are more sensitive, and the machine can use RG350's system. The difference between the metal version and the new PocketGo Upgrade is just the shell. When you hold the metal version in your hand, it feels cool and weighs a bit more. New PocketGo is the only one in this video that has a joystick rotates on the flat surface. Compared to RG350 series, the new PocketGo series are more portable. As for game running, it runs pretty much the same as RG350 series. NES, GBA, SNES, SMS, all these emulator games go smoothly. Some PS1 games might have frame drops. Q900 is the big brother of Q400, only that Q400 is more powerful than Q900 now. After the LCD version in January, Supbor Q400 comes back with an IPS screen and different stock firmware. I like this system a lot. It has neat user interface and is user-friendly. Not surprised to see Q400 equipped with Switch dual joysticks, but don't worry about whether they drift or not. You won't use them that much in games. Q400 has two rebellious joysticks placed above the D-pad and ABXY buttons, but I like this layout a lot. The four shoulder buttons are hard to press, like Q900. The screen's aspect ratio is unexpectedly a 5:3, not matching the mainstream games. But those are less important when it comes to Q400 supporting multiplayer and direct HDMI output. Speaking of in-game experience, Q400 has both RG350M's flexible control and GKD350H's running speed, making large PS1 games no problem. It can run N64 games, but that will be choppy. Arcade 2020 attracts lots of attention as well as controversies before it's officially on sale. This is a simple machine that comes out of the blue and has no logo, but it can play PSP games. Arcade 2020 is the only transparent shell machine introduced today. It has only one low-profile joystick and is very portable with this tiny size. ABXY buttons are a little bigger and feel comfortable to press with your fingers. The D-pad feels good and is more sensitive. There's really not much to say about the controls because everything is simple and the volume control goes missing. It's also said that it supports Wi-Fi dongle, but we haven't tried that yet. Arcade 2020's game running is pretty mind-blowing. Despite the controversial system, it runs a fair number of N64, Dreamcast, and even PSP games smoothly. Unless the game animation is rich, the graphics of PSP games are stable and do not skip frames or cause delays or stutters. The Arcade 2020 is not really a good choice for new players, but it's a great choice for anyone who wants to emulate PSP games on the go. RG280M is nothing new and special, but a colorful collectible mini RG350M. Compared to RG350M, it eliminates the second joystick and reduces its overall size and screen size. Other than that, there seem to be no big modifications. Color match is a matter of personal preference, and I personally think this gradient is pretty unique. The biggest gripe is probably the JZ4770 chip. Game performance is the same as RG350M. Today we've made a general summary. To get the details of each machine, please refer to our previous videos. Throughout the first half year of the open source handheld market, machines have been evolving. At first, the upgrades and replacements were just some minor tweaks as a matter of casing and control layout. We can hear voices in the community saying they've had enough of this or that kind of chip, until lately the chip progresses and we can emulate more games on one single handheld. More and more choices keep cropping up for consumers. Looking ahead to the rest of 2020, will there be more surprises to come? Speaking of which, how many of these machines do you own? If you haven't owned any yet, would you buy one now or keep waiting? Welcome to leave your comments to discuss with us.